Good morning, students. So in the last class we had seen what do you mean by neutralization and some of the important examples from our everyday life for neutralization. These are the things we had seen. I hope you studied and I hope you understood, isn't it? So before starting today's lesson, I would like to ask you some of the questions regarding the last topic. So my first question is, listen here. I am writing an equation here. So here I am showing a reaction between base and acid. So definitely we can say that what is this reaction? This reaction is neutralization. And the second question, if base react with acid, this is neutralization. So after neutralization, what are the products are formed? One of the product is water, and what is the next one? That is, what is that? That is salt, isn't it? So some of you study, isn't it? Some of the students may don't get the answer. So those who are not getting, please study and make it thorough on that lesson. Okay. So the second question is, also we had seen examples from our everyday life for neutralization. One of the examples was indigestion. So indigestion may cause as increasing acidity in our body. For neutralizing the effect of acidity in our body, what we have to do? We have to apply a base. Which base we use in this case? That is the question. Which base can you say? The answer is made of magnesia. Because made of magnesia contain a base. What is that? Magnesium hydroxide. Clear? Okay, students. So today we need to discuss little more examples for neutralization from our day-to-day life. So two things we had seen. One is indigestion and the second one is anbite, isn't it? So we are going to see the third example from our everyday life, that is soil treatment. So this is an example for neutralization. So what is happening in this case? So due to the human interventions, false human interventions like throwing wastes here and there, these are the activities may increase acidity of the soil, may increase acidity of the soil. So in this case, what we have to do? We have to reduce the effect of acid. So what we should apply? We should apply a base on this. So there is definitely a process takes place, that is neutralization. If we apply base, what will happen there? There will be neutralization, so that the effect of acidity will be reduced, isn't it? So here there is a important question: which base we have to apply for soil treatment for reducing acidity? So which base we have to use here? One of the important bases, quicklime. We can apply quicklime because quicklime contains calcium oxide. This base, which one? Calcium oxide. Also, instead of quicklime, we can also use Slaker lime, because Slaker lime contains a base, that is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Clear? So this is about the soil treatment. If the acidity of the soil increase, we should reduce the effect of acid by applying a base. that is by neutralization. So which base we should apply for fluid treatment? We can use quicklime or Slaker lime. Quicklime contain a base that is calcium oxide and Slaker lime contain a base that is calcium hydroxide. Clear? So dear students, the fourth example for neutralization in everyday life is for factory wastes. In the case of factory waste, we are applying neutralization. How does it happen? Suppose this is a factory, you just imagine this is a factory and nearby this factory there is a river. Understand? And from this factory, all the wastes that are emitted to these water bodies, the wastes are coming from this factory and all are disposed into these water bodies. So what will happen? Is all the wastes are dumping to this water body so that this acidity in this water body will be decreased, so that we know that this river or ocean, these water bodies contain what? Fishes, isn't it? So many fishes inside this. So what will happen to these fishes? Due to the increasing of the acidity, there may be the death of the fishes and aquatic organisms, isn't it? It may lead to the death of the aquatic organisms. That may cause a harmful effects of the every aquatic organisms. So what we shall do? So we should reduce the effect of acidity. We should reduce the effect of acidity. How? Definitely we need to apply a base. So what will happen? Neutralization takes place so that the effect of acidity will be decreased and the aquatic water bodies become normal or back to normal. Clear? So this is about the factory wastes. So that we have seen 4 important examples for neutralization in our everyday life. Clear, students? Okay students, now we are moving to the next important topic in this chapter, that is acid rain. Acid rain. So first of all, what do you mean by acid rain? If rain contains excess amount of acid, if rain contains excess amount of acid, that is called acid rain. Clear? So if the rain contains excess amount of acid, excess means reward. How does this happen? That we are going to see. So usually we are all using automobiles, and usually most of us throwing wastes here and there, isn't it? So due to the false human interventions and the usage of automobiles are increasing in our everyday life. So these are due to all these activities in the atmosphere, there may be the increase of carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and the sulfur dioxide. So due to the increasing in the usage of automobiles and throwing wastes here and there may increase carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere. Clear? So what will happen? These are all highly reactive. The amount of all these are increased in the atmosphere, isn't it? It is highly reactive. That means what? It can easily combine with something. So usually these substances combine with water. Carbon dioxide can combine with water, nitrogen dioxide can combine with water, sulfur dioxide combine with water. Clear? So it results in what? If carbon dioxide combine with water, that will form carbonic acid. If nitrogen dioxide combine with the water, that will result in the formation of nitric acid. And if sulfur dioxide combine with the water, that result in the formation of sulfuric acid. Clear? So if the combination of carbon dioxide and nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide with water may result in the formation of three different acids like carbonic acid, nitric acid and sulfuric acid. These three are acids, isn't it? So these three acids causes acid rain. Due to the formation of carbonic acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, the rain may contain excess amount of acid, so that it may lead to the acid rain. Understand? So students, the last topic in this chapter is neutral substances. The last topic in this chapter is neutral substances. So what do you mean by this? We have seen about the base and we have seen about the acid. The characteristics of each of them we have seen. It is bitter in taste, it is sour in taste, isn't it? And it is highly corrosive in nature. And while using different indicators, what are the changes takes place? These are the different things we had learned already. And finally, we are studying about the neutral substances. What do you mean by neutral substances? These are neither base nor acid. Neutral substances are the substances neither base nor acid. That means it is not acid and it is not base. Clear? One of the examples for neutral substances is distilled water. Is an example for a neutral substance. Clear? And if you are providing a beaker of distilled water and you are given 2 litmus paper, this is blue litmus paper and this is red litmus paper. So we need to check the distilled water is neutral substance or not. So what we can do for proving this is a neutral substance. So here we can do one thing. We are adding a few drops of distilled water from here to here and here to here. Clear? We are adding a few drops of distilled water from here to blue litmus paper and from here to red litmus paper. So in both cases there will not be any change. No change in the both cases. In the blue litmus paper, in the red litmus paper, there won't be any change. Clear? Because it is neither acid nor base. Then what it is? It is a neutral substance. Clear, students? So students, here we have completed one of the chapter for your science, that is acid, base and salt. We have completed. So study thoroughly. Before that, you should go through the classes and you should prepare the note and send me the notes to me. And you have to do one thing. Day after tomorrow, you will have an examination evening. Okay, that I will tell you the time and everything. Everybody should be ready at that particular time. I will send you that question and everybody should write the exam for 1 hour. Okay, so be ready everybody and get good mark. If you have any doubt regarding this, you kindly please ask and ready for the examination well. Okay, thank you students and all the best.